Welcome back, one and all. It is a lovely Sunday afternoon on the 6th of March, 5th of March, 6th of... It's the 6th of April. Time is flying, so give a little cut on the back because not really much else to do at the minute other than keep cutting it until we do the whole renovation in a couple of weeks' time. So yeah, it's looking all right. Let's have a look here, see if we can see. I did the clippings before. Put the EV up. Yeah. So again, we're going to fix all these bits, but the grass itself is looking really, really nice, really lovely. And we'll have a look at these clippings here. I've showed you before, halfway through. And these are looking lovely, lush, green, healthy, thick. And what's that? 1.5 baskets again. So this had a cut on Wednesday or Thursday night after work. And yeah, it seems to have been experiencing, put you there for a second, I'll put this in the bin. Yeah, a lot of growth from the feed that we've been giving it, so it'll be enjoying that. But yeah, until we do anything else with the lawn, what I can do is keep cutting it. So I'm going to have a chat today about what I'm going to do when it comes to my renovation, because there's a few people that have started already, fair enough. A few people still hanging on. So it might be useful for future reference rather than this year, because the people that have the questions have already started. People who know me already have their own process in mind because they want to do it and they know when to do it. So we'll have a bit of chat about what we're going to do. It's going to be like one of those old Friends episodes where they don't have enough writing to do the full season, so they put some flashbacks in and stuff like that. I never like those episodes, so it's just going to cut into some bits what I've done, but we'll do that now. Oh, I'll strategically put myself here. Come here and cover up the spots. He's weed on the bloody thing and burnt it anyway. So renovation. Lie down. Come here. So renovation, what am I doing? So simple process really. I'm going to scalp the lawn down really low, so I'm going to get the hater, put it on number 2. If I can get on number 1, I'm going to go on number 1. Sometimes it bogs down. Why am I going to be doing that? The reason why I'm going to be doing that, shit, got in climbing in a bramble bush before getting a football out when we were at football. Yeah, and I was videoing from the bush and some parents thought I might have been a bit weird. But all I was retrieving a ball. Footage here now. So anyway, yeah, so scalping the lawn. So I'm going to take it all the way back to bare soil level. 2 reasons why. 1, so when I come to looking at improving the levels with more sand, it's easier to get onto the surface and rub in with my lute. And number 2, it is going to, I'm going to have to edit that out as well. We're going to make it easier for the new grass shoots to be able to get up and not get smothered out by the existing grass, because here, as you can see, it's relatively thick and lush and lovely. But when we do scarify it, we're going to go through to the soil, and there's going to be some spaces where the plants haven't tilled out, and yeah, you don't want the new seeds to be created out by the old stuff. So that's why we scalp. Then we're going to scarify, so that'll hopefully remove any thatch layer that's there between the root zone and the actual plant, and get rid of that, so that'll allow oxygen, water to penetrate into the root zone, and it will also create little grooves in the soil, the ground, for your seed to sit in and do that. So that's when we talk about scalp, that's what I do, and scarify, that's what I do. When you scarify, in the past, as you can see, I've used the Bosch AVR 1100, which has done me a job. It's perfect. This year I'm going to be using the Von House 1800 because I've got the vertical cutting attachment, and I'm going to use a solid bladed cartridge on that in order to get into the soil. Bless you. Soil profile and create little grooves and remove the thatch and stuff like that. So once that's done, you can then look to aerate. I'm not going to aerate back here because I did it last September. I don't think there's any need for me to do it on here at the minute. It would help if you've got a clear lawn to remove some of the existing soil profile. You can get rid of that and then backfill the holes with sand to improve your drainage. You can put some gypsum down there, get it further down into the holes that you've created, and yeah, it should help in the future producing flocculating the clay. Yeah, and that's what gypsum does. It's a calcium sulfate product, and that's what it does. It does some things with ions chemically or whatever, and it pulls them together. It makes it create fissures, and water can drain freely through. That's the practice. Has it worked on here? I believe it has. I believe the sand and the gypsum has done, but you got to take into account the other variables, which I've said before. It's been a very dry compared to last beginning of the year. Last 2024 January, February, March was very wet, so obviously you got more water going into the soil. This has been very dry. We've seen bits in the corner which starting to crack because yeah, it's where we're at. So if you want to aerate, do that. If you've not done any of this work yet, I recommend you soaking the lawn and giving it a good soak before you start your renovations, because it's going to be rock hard. It's going to be very difficult, especially with manual aerator, to penetrate the ground. If you're using a machine, if you've got a larger area or want to hire one, it's a bit easier. But yeah, I recommend that you soak the ground beforehand. So once you've done all that, you can introduce your medium that you want to do to level. So you can use topsoil, 70-30. I've been using sand and I've had good results with the sand. I'm going to be using sand again, so I'm going to be going to the local builders merchants and getting a load of wash grit. Obviously sport sand is the best stuff because it's been developed for this purpose. It's washed, it removes the angularity, it makes it rounder so it doesn't compact, so it allows better drainage. Very expensive, very only certain suppliers. I wouldn't say rare, but it's you can only get it at certain places like Pitch Curl, probably charging nearly £200 a tonne or something like that, or for a bulk bag 800 kilos. It's a lot of money. I'm using wash grit. It's done a job here. That costs about 54 quid for 800 kilos, so that's why I'm going to be using that. Sharp sand's an option, but as long as your sand is washed, you're all right. If it's not washed, you're going to have problems, so make sure it's washed. 70-30 is good, like the root zone that I've had in the past. It's good, but if you're using sand, then you're going to be using more feeds throughout the year because the sand won't hold on to nutrients like topsoil does, and it doesn't have anything in it anyway to start with, so it's like a barren surface, so you might need to increase your feeding protocol, if you will. So yeah, bit of sand over the top, level it out, rub it in with a lute, get it all in there. What you want to be doing is any blades of grass that have survived and you want to keep, you want to rub it down, you want to get the sand above them, because if you smother it, it's going to die. Once you've done that, we'll put the seed down. So yeah, on here it's going to be Johnson's Premier Pitch, whatever seed you want. I recommend that. Get it at Green Care. It looks good. It's what they use at Arsenal, what they use on a lot of Premier League pitches. I mean, here it's lovely. I'm going to get you zoomed in here in a minute. I'll cut that in there. But yeah, it's a lovely lush grass. And then yeah, top dressing. Now that's where it's again, there's some contention over what top dressing is. I believe we're going to top dress with compost. Why I use compost? Because it's going to cover the area, it's going to cover the seed, it's going to retain moisture, it's going to retain heat with it being black, and it is going to feed. There's going to be some nutrition in there as well to help the seed come along as well. Various different types out there. Jack's Magic was the premier one, I think, that a lot of people used. 2 bags for 12 quid at the range or something like that. Unfortunately, you do get a lot of twigs, stone, bits of flops from in it, bits that you don't want. So I recommend that you riddle it before using it, if you can, or use a compost roller, so that'll riddle the bits that you don't want out, but it'll break down anyway. You can go to anyway, all the way to field 4 compost if you've got deep pockets and you want to remortgage your house. But with compost, for me, it's going to break down over time. It's not a good investment for me for throwing it on when other compost will do the same job. And then put my seaweed on. I'll put a bit of seaweed on, put a bit of mold turf just to give the seed a bit of a kick start. And then if you want to, you can put your fleece on. I've used 17 GSM fleece in the past. 30 GSM seems to be a going rate because it's a bit thicker. It retains moisture, it retains heat as well, and it keeps the birds off it, so it protects your seed. So it's really, really good to do that. I'm not doing it on here because of the cost of it at the time. I didn't fleece this here, did I, in September, and it come through all right, so I think I'll be fine. And then you've got to keep it moist. You've got to keep it moist. You've got to water it. If it's 5 times a day, you've got to water it. You've got to water it 5 times a day. Don't let it puddle, just keep it moist. Keep the seed damp. If it dries, it dies. And then, all in all, if you've done it right, if you've done it at the right time, you should be in 10 days have a lovely new lawn to start cutting. The seedlings will start popping through around about day 5, 6, 7, something like that. And once you've got through day 5, 6, 7, if you're removing the fleece, remove the fleece. If you've got it, when they start growing through the fleece and popping through. I think last year I did it on the front on the barren brug after fleecing day 9. Was when I cut after seeding from bare soil. So yeah, it pops up quick if you do it at the right time of the year with the right temperatures and you treat it right. But yeah, you'll see it, and then once you start to cut it, use a light mower, high setting, don't scalp. If you can use a real mower instead of a vacuum suction mower, that's better for it as well. Make sure it's sharp, and then that'll encourage the plant to start to tiller out rather than grow up, put its energy into being a bushy plant, if you will. And then yeah, it'll start looking good. So yeah, it's going to look crap for a week and a half, 2 weeks, but don't worry about it, because if an idiot like me can do it, I think you can do it too. So that's about it really. So it's a bit of a wait and see. Next week I'm going to start doing my vertical drains on the side when the storm comes. Hoped it was going to come this week, but it hasn't. So that's a job for next weekend. And then Easter week, it's going to be a case of just making this lovely lawn and decimating it, and yeah, taking it back to soil so we can just add a bit more seed onto it and go from there. So yeah, on that, thanks very much for watching. Competition, so we're approaching 3,000 subs. I've said when we get to 5,000 subscribers we're going to do a competition, and I've had to think what I'm going to do, and I think what I'll do is when we get to 5,000 subs I will put a tab of 100 Great British pounds behind green care for you to get whatever you like from there, so whether it be feed, seeds, liquids from Green Care. So I'll put a tab on there for you, and I'll also look to get you maybe a Real Mowing Club t-shirt or hoodie or something like that for you to go. So yeah, so £100 gift card, if you will, behind tab over Green Care. We'll sort something out with Green Care, and then you can order against me for the one winner when we get to 5,000 subs. But let's get to there first and we'll work out logistics of that. And on that, I'm going to enjoy the sunshine because it's nice. Yeah, so like, subscribe, all that, share, comment, tell me how much wrong I am, tell me I'm right, tell me that you've waited, tell me that you're going on well with your renovations. I've seen a couple of renovations job with Johnson's Premier Pitch on some Facebook groups popping through, so fantastic news. But yeah, on that, we shall see you on the next one. I'll be the same.